Hello, I'm Eliza from Adamo Gaming, and welcome to the very first episode of ARAM Interrogations, the show where I try to pry out all of the juicy info from unsuspecting Adamo gamers and streamers, whilst they play a frantic game of all random, all mid. But before we get into it, just a friendly reminder to hit the subscribe button and leave a like. It really helps a lot, and it's really what we need to help Adamo launch out into the wide cosmos that we call YouTube. Leave a comment telling us what you think about this new series, and let us know any ideas that you'd like to see in future episodes. Starting today with the first episode, I'd like everyone to welcome the one who somehow manages to be everywhere at once. I've seen her in pretty much everyone's Twitch chats, and she's constantly rounding up people for all kinds of community events. She's gathered up a whopping 68 teams for the upcoming tournament, which is absolutely insane, and she's somehow brought order to the chaos. The chaos that she also somehow created. It's the community and events team lead, Jess Warne. So how are you today, Jess? How's it going?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's chaotic as usual, but I think that's just part of the job at this point. I think it'd be weirder if it wasn't chaos.
Do you play much LeBlanc?
No, I do not.
Oh, great.
But
this is going to be fun.
I have enough skins for her, but I don't enjoy playing her all that much. I tend to main support.
Really?
Anyway, yeah, and of course I get snowballed first.
So, tell us a bit more about yourself, Jess. What's your role within Adamo, and what do you do on a daily basis? Like, what's your routine?
Yeah, so I'm currently getting CC'd, but I am the team lead for communities and events, which means that I'm the one kind of behind looking at how we can build the community, how we can best kind of engage people on kind of games and stuff like that. I've got currently a team of 5, which is going up to a team of 6. So we're one of the smallest teams in Adamo at the moment.
Community events is one of the smallest. I didn't expect that, actually.
Yeah, GP and MDSM are the biggest.
Oh, GP's enormous. And yeah. I think MCB?
Yeah, they're the ones that have kind of been big since day one. Am I really first blood? No, I'm not. Okay. So, what kind of stuff do you do in community and events? So we kind of plan all of the events. We look at stuff like what games people are playing in the community. We look at how we can engage with them on those games. So we're looking at stuff like Minecraft servers, Valheim servers. Having a little bit of a look into kind of the best community night event, so stuff like stuff like Jackbox, Scrobble.io, stuff like that, and kind of how we can get people to actually engage with us on those. Right, Peter was actually talking about Minecraft servers. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna get killed. So yeah, one of the things I really enjoy is Minecraft, and so does Peter. And there's quite a lot of events we can do within Minecraft, which is what we're looking at doing and seeing how we can kind of just build Adamo's community and support network, whether that's kind of fans of the brand, supporters of you guys, the streamers, or just people who want to make new friends and play video games with them. Obviously, we've been in lockdown for the best part of a year. So kind of finding people with similar interests and stuff like that is super important right now, especially because, you know, there's been almost 2 full graduating classes from universities. I was in the one that graduated from a master's last year, and I moved back home and I basically knew no one anymore just because of the situation, because everyone I grew up with had moved away for university. And all of my friends from university had either moved back home or gone kind of elsewhere or stayed at uni. So I was one of the few people to actually go back to their hometown. So I can kind of understand the benefits of playing video games with like-minded people. Yeah, that is really a noble cause, actually. It's hard, especially with going on. Yeah, like, video games is some of the only things that some people have. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know like when I first got into esports and stuff, my mum was always like, "Why do you play video games? Like, what? Why are you suddenly so into video games?" I was like, because all of my friends play video games. Like, that's where all of my friends are. Like, they're all on video games, so I play with them. And it wasn't until kind of I moved back home and she saw how beneficial it could be. She kind of learnt to appreciate a little bit more.
Yeah, because there is quite a stigma for video games, isn't there?
Yeah, and kind of as far as... Okay, I'm going 1-4. This is
I'm also
tragic.
1-4. Welcome to the club. We've got matching scores.
This is slightly tragic.
It's hard to talk and play at the same time.
Yeah, I'm used to chatting random stuff while playing, but focusing on answers is slightly hard. But yeah, so I kind of get the benefit of being able to meet people. And if you're only playing one game, like if you're only playing World of Warcraft, then you're only going to meet people who are playing World of Warcraft. And I think getting a slightly more holistic approach, where people can meet people who play other, MMOs or other similar games, allows you to have a little bit more of a perspective about what games are out there, which not only benefits developers, but it benefits us in the sense that we can find out what articles will do well with that community, what will do well. Oh, no.
I'm crowd controlled again. Trindamer's going nuts. He's got his Gale Force already. So, you mentioned esports earlier, right?
Yeah.
You're into esports?
Yeah, so I did events management as an undergrad, and then I did a master's on entrepreneurship. My third year event for events management was a 2-day fighting game tournament. And then within my master's, we were looking at something that would have been very similar to Adamo had it gone ahead. It was looking like an esports community site, kind of similar to the likes of Facebook and Twitter, but specifically for people who interact with esports, whether that's League, Dota, CSGO, all of that kind of thing, and just getting them onto kind of one site. Because at the moment, obviously, it's Reddit, it's all kind of mixed over different sites, and we were trying to look at a way that we could bring those people together and run like seminars with kind of top coaches, stuff like that. And it had really, really positive feedback from everyone we spoke to. But just due to COVID, we couldn't go ahead with it because we just couldn't get the funding to...
Wow, Gragas really pulled that off. That was a sweet play by Gragas.
So we were looking at kind of the best way that we could go ahead with it. Nice.
I'm playing Grey Screen Simulator over here.
Oh no. So yeah, we were looking at kind of the best way that we could get people with different interests, but under that whole kind of gaming branch, interested and interacting with each other, and be able to run like community events and stuff like that. And everyone we spoke to was super into it. I got a lot of really positive feedback, made some awesome connections. And then unfortunately, the person I was working with just couldn't commit due to kind of childcare and stuff and COVID, because I need a full-time job. I can't be...
That's really unfortunate.
...hoping for kind of investment and stuff like that, because we were looking at it, and it was potentially going to be about 6 months of...
So it didn't really end up going anywhere.
Yeah, which was a real shame, because I was, obviously, as you can tell, quite passionate about it and everything it stood for. But instead I managed to find a home at Adamo eventually. I'm just being eaten alive.
Tryndamere is absolutely slaying us all.
Yeah, 13-3. Oof.
So this game's looking pretty spicy so far. It looks like we might actually lose pretty soon.
Yeah.
So right now, in the League of Legends esports scene, right? There's MSI going on right now.
Yeah, there is. And
I don't know whether you've ever heard of the team Cloud9, right?
Yeah.
So Cloud9 recently managed to pull in a win against last year's world champions, Damwon Gaming.
Wow.
Do you follow that at all? That kind of stuff?
Yeah, I do a little bit. This year, probably less than most. I remember watching last year's final, and I think I was around a friend's house maybe, or I was with, I think, maybe my mom or someone.
That's really nice.
But I was watching it and I was getting really like intense about watching it, and my mom was just like had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it's just really crazy. A team like Cloud9 that's really known for not doing so well at these events,
Yeah.
but someone who's always been consistently at these events has managed to pull out a win against the world champions. They're going into a best of 3 on this weekend. It's going to be insane to watch. I'm definitely going to be watching it.
Yeah, I mean, if my GPU will work, I'll definitely be watching. Otherwise, me and my GPU are having issues.
Right. So, kind of enough about gaming and work and Adamo and stuff. Let's kind of talk about what kinds of things that you've been doing. Like, growing up, what's your all-time favorite game? What would you say?
I honestly can say that I wasn't really a gamer growing up. I was very much into swimming and reading and everything but gaming, kind of. And then I went to uni, found kind of like I had a Switch and stuff, but I wasn't like massively into esports or gaming. Like I had never heard of League until I got to uni, basically. And then I got to uni, found all of these like amazing friends that were just like, yeah, let's play League, which in hindsight, friends don't let friends play League.
That was my stream title the other day. You've stolen that from me.
Yeah. But it's true, like, you know, and I've kind of found where I felt comfortable. All of my friends growing up played like video games, but it was something that was always very much kind of a boys thing. Like all of the boys played it. And I never felt like comfortable enough. Like I would steal their controllers on the Xbox 360 and ruin their COD kill streaks. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no, but you're that kind of little sister.
Yeah. So I would do that to all of them, but it was never like. I think the most I got out of it was when Skyrim first came out, and I was really excited because it was dragons. But then when I got to uni and kind of found my own group of friends and who weren't people I'd been with since I was 11. Suddenly I found myself super into gaming and getting
really
a PS4
like learning about
Pro.
all kinds of new people.
Yeah, and a lot of my friends were all on like game dev courses, and watching the stuff they could create really drew me in. So I kind of have
what kind of games are you into more recently, if you don't mind me asking?
So stuff like Spiritfarer, when that came out, I sobbed endlessly playing that game.
I haven't actually heard of Spiritfarer. Do you want to tell me more about it?
So it's like kind of like a management game, but with this incredible art style, kind of all hand drawn. And then you basically act as like a ferry to the underworld, but it's all for people that you knew in your life.
No way Thresh lives here.
So it was all like your aunt, your family member, and kind of their story and them telling you how proud they are of you and stuff. And it's just really heartwarming and really emotional.
It's one of those kinds of games.
Yeah, it totally gets you in your emotion, like right in the pit of your stomach. I love them, and it's
too much for me.
I actually got a kill, yay.
Nice. Good job.
And obviously, you know, Animal Crossing last year, that was a massive one. We don't talk about how many hours I played Animal Crossing for last year.
Animal Crossing is one of those times of games where you just lose track of time.
It was Animal Crossing came out just as I finished my masters, and we went into down all at once. So it was very much a case of distracting me from the real world, and I think I was spending like 50 hours a week on it.
See, Stardew Valley was that game for me. I spent so much time on Stardew Valley, it's absurd.
So yeah, you've got those two. Call of Duty I've also spent a lot of time on in the last year. Just from kind of my friend group more than anything. It's just an easy kind of, you don't need to think to play it. Once you've got all of your gun classes and stuff set up, you just kind of hop onto multiplayer and it's super simple. And it gets quite competitive with me and my friends. Other than that, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion?
Yeah.
Is that a game title?
Yep, it is.
That's insane.
It's on Steam and it's absolutely amazing. I love it. It's just a really it's just a really cute art style, which is what I go for, but also with quite a clever story. Which is what I tend to go for. I tend to go for games with like a really either powerful or cute story. Child of Light was another one I really loved. That's kind of like that.
So it looks like this game's about to end.
Yeah.
We've really been messed up by their team.
We don't talk about my 410 KD.
Don't press tab.
Okay. I did press tab and now I'm slightly less happy. I'm slightly more happy.
I've been found. The Inter. Tryndamere, get him.
No. Oh, and my ult missed because of course it did. Oh, really? Undying Rage.
Twitch is nowhere to be found. Alright, so when we get a moment, I'm gonna give you a 12 questions quiz. You'll be marked, and every person on this show from now on will be marked. Not with the same questions, but it will be this 12 questions.
Right.
And it's just kind of a little bit of a competition kind of thing, right? Who can get the most questions within Adamo. You'll get 3 seconds to answer each question. I will be timing, so don't try and sneak it out. There'll be gaming-related questions, but generally I'll try to sneak in a few random, worldly questions. Hang on, there's a fight about to break out. I can't ask you questions.
Can I go back to playing Lux on ARAM, please?
This Thresh is too good.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of... Why is she pinging me?
I think he's just very unhappy with the game in general.
Yeah. I can tell.
Yeah, it's not going. Let's back up and kind of defend a little bit so I can ask these questions. It's hard to play the game and ask the questions at the same time. Oh god, I should have thought about that. Get all my papers together because I've got these questions written down on the papers.
Crackers, don't leave me alone.
Twitch is looking at me. Get off. Stupid rat. I nearly got Ash. Well, now I'm dead. This is a perfect time to go for it.
Yeah.
So, let me know when you're ready to start, and I'll start.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, 15 divided by 2.
I don't know. Can't do maths. Yeah, can't do maths.
7.5.
Oh, that is.
No. Yeah. Okay, my bad. I worded the question wrong because I read it too quickly. We'll let you have that one for free. I meant to say 15 divided by 2 is 7.5.
Oh, yes.
That's on me. Okay,
That's,
most recent League of Legends World Champions.
Oh god, World Champions. DWG? Damon?
Yep, that's Adamo Gaming.
Okay, cool.
The color of Spyro the Dragon's wings.
They're purple with yellow underneath.
You got it. What's the name of the pet dog that you can find in Fallout 3?
Not a clue.
Dog meat.
Oh.
The name of Spyro the Dragon's companion?
I can't remember.
Sparks.
Yeah, I was literally having a conversation the other day about it. Because it's Spark with an X, and that's just...
Yeah, right. The name of Roman Bellic's cousin. It's the main character, it's Nico Bellic.
Oh, I'm not going to have an idea.
Really? Nearly everyone I know has played GTA 4. That's crazy.
I didn't ever play GTA 4. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, 5 is the only one I've played, and that was never a case of me playing it for the story. That was a case of me
this one might be
stealing
a
my
bit difficult.
housemate's Xbox and driving round and round in circles.
What's the console the US Air Force used to build a supercomputer?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's the PlayStation 3. It was really good at computing at the time.
Huh.
What's the most successful video game of all time?
I want to say Animal Crossing, but it's not Animal Crossing.
Minecraft.
Oh, of course. What I'm showing here is that I'm really bad at general knowledge in gaming.
Alright, so here's another worldly question. What's the capital of North Korea? Pyongyang.
Yeah, this is... This is painful.
Do you want me to spare you the rest of the questions, or do you want to keep going?
Spare me. This is just embarrassing.
Spare you? Okay, I'll read out the rest of the questions and their answers. So the rest of the questions would have been the hardest difficulty in Halo 3, excluding skulls. That's legendary. The original creators of the Fallout series. That's Interplay. I would have also accepted Obsidian or Black Isle Studios.
Yeah.
Here's one that you can definitely answer. Spell iCup.
Huh? Really? I see you.
There we go. Perfect. We've got that on tape.
Thank you very much.
And who the boss?
I'm torn between saying Tom and you. I don't.
Both are acceptable.
Yeah, let's go with Tom.
Great.
My brain is just completely short-circuited today. Apparently, that's always fun.
So if I remember correctly, because I didn't manage to mark it down, let's rate my brain. I'm going to say 3 out of 12.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A lot of these questions are a bit difficult, and I think for the next time I might increase the time limit for each question because you struggle to get them in time. Yeah. It's been great having you on the show, Jess. Any words you'd like to say?
No, don't think so. Other than go Adamo.
Yeah, go Adamo. Woo! Where's Anthony when you need him? Before you go, who else should I pester to be on the show next? Who do you think?
Ooh. Maybe some of the GP streamers.
GP streamers. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
See you later.
Thanks for tuning in to watch, everyone at home. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and most importantly, keep gaming. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe and leave a like. Also check out our other social media such as Twitter and Discord for more Adamo Gaming content. And leave a comment if you enjoyed the show.